My compassionate and imaginative Pisces friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. In Pisces, this week you may feel the waters of your heart stirring in ways that aren't easy to name. There is a current beneath the surface, a longing perhaps, or a quiet wish for closeness, for understanding, for acceptance that feels effortless. Maybe there's a sense of being pulled in more than one direction, even if you can't point to exactly why. You might notice a subtle ache when you look at someone you care about, or a hesitation before speaking a truth that's been on your lips for days. There's tenderness here mixed with a gentle anxiety. Will what you feel be met or misunderstood? Will you have to choose between being honest and being at peace? Underneath it all, the question simmers: can you be fully yourself and still belong? Your sensitivity, so often a gift, feels exposed. It's as if every word, every pause carries more weight than usual. The line between what you want and what you fear feels especially thin. In the unfolding landscape of your week, your inner state is shaped by the energies of the lovers. This is not just about romance, but about the complex dance between inner desire and outer connection. You might find yourself at a crossroads, even in the smallest ways, wondering whether to reach out, to hold back, to reveal something tender, or to keep it safely tucked away. There's an awareness now of what you long for, and also what you are willing to risk for the sake of connection. The Lover's card whispers of duality, of two parts within you seeking to be reconciled: vulnerability and self-protection, hope and caution, the wish to merge with another and the need to remain sovereign. You may notice echoes of old decisions, the way past moments of trust or disappointment shape your present responses. Sometimes it feels as if you're standing on the threshold of something important, heart gently pounding, not sure whether to step forward. There's a magnetic pull, sometimes toward someone else, sometimes toward a vision of who you could be if you allowed yourself to choose as openly as you wish. But there's also the quiet pressure of uncertainty. What if you pick wrong or say too much or not enough? This week, the emotional air is thick with possibility. Every conversation, every moment of silence holds the potential for greater intimacy or for misunderstanding. You sense that some choices can't be unmade. Underneath, a longing for wholeness is shaping your posture. You want to meet another or life itself without losing yourself. The tension is real, but so is the beauty of being awake to what truly matters to you. Because you feel this deep pull, the need to choose, to connect, to be seen as you are, the events of your week begin to take on extra significance. Little moments are magnified. The world seems to respond in kind, offering situations that invite and sometimes demand a response that feels true to your heart. You find yourself wondering how much to share and when to stay silent. The choices you make, even the quiet ones, ripple outward. Your inner state doesn't stay hidden. It shapes what unfolds before you, drawing you into a series of small reckonings with honesty, boundaries, and care. As the week develops, the King of Cups rises to the surface, revealing the energy that guides your path. This is not a time of emotional passivity, but of engaged presence. You might feel the subtle pressures of others' expectations or your own hopes colliding with reality. There is a call to hold steady, to meet the emotional tides without being swept away. You may notice situations where calm is required, even as you feel deeply. A friend or partner could lean on you, seeking your gentle wisdom or simply your listening ear. Old patterns might resurface, asking for a response that is both mature and kind. Sometimes the world around you feels stormy. Someone else's frustration, a miscommunication, or an unspoken hurt threatens to spill over. The momentum of the week is not always comfortable. There can be friction in holding your own feelings while also tending to others. Yet you find a way to navigate these waters. The King of Cups isn't about hiding what you feel, but allowing your emotions to inform instead of overwhelm. There's a steadying influence in you now, a willingness to be present with discomfort, to let things unfold without trying to control every detail. You might notice how your ability to listen, to pause, to reflect before reacting becomes its own strength. The path this week is marked by choices that ask for both heart and composure. You may be challenged to show up authentically, even when that means being transparent about your needs or limits. There may be moments where you are tempted to retreat, but something in you knows the value of remaining engaged. The world is asking for your presence, not perfection, just the willingness to stay with what is real. This path, however, is not automatic. The potential for deeper connection, for real growth, depends on meeting the week's moments with clear awareness. If you move through your days on autopilot, the chances for intimacy or healing may slip quietly past. But if you bring your full attention, if you are willing to notice what you feel, to respond with care, to risk honesty when it matters, the shape of your experience can shift. Your potential is not a given. It's an open invitation that waits for you to say yes in your own way at your own pace. When you meet these moments consciously, the energy of the Empress begins to glow around you. There's a sense of something fertile, creative, and nurturing becoming possible. This isn't about forcing growth or demanding outcomes. Instead, it's an invitation to let things develop in their own time, to trust the gentle unfolding of connection, whether with others, with yourself, or with life itself. The Empress invites you to inhabit your sensitivity as a source of strength. You might notice how small gestures, an open smile, a kind word, a willingness to listen, create ripples of warmth and trust. There's room now for softness, for allowing, for letting yourself be nourished by simple pleasures. Growth in this context feels less like striving and more like relaxing into what you already are. You may find yourself inspired to create, to tend to something or someone, or even just to rest in the abundance of your own being. The invitation is to experience the beauty of connection without rushing, without needing to define or control it. In this space you can be both receptive and grounded, open to what life offers, while knowing that your worth is not in question. The Empress reminds you that authentic growth feels organic, not forced. It may look like deepening a relationship, or simply being gentler with yourself. Whatever form it takes, the possibility is to feel more at home in your own heart, and perhaps to offer that sense of home to others. As the week folds into itself, you might notice how each of these energies, the Lovers, the King of Cups, the Empress, are not separate but part of a single, unfolding story. You begin with a longing for connection, a quiet tension that asks you to choose what matters most. This longing sets the tone for your path, shaping how you respond to others, how you hold space for yourself and those around you. The pressures and challenges are real, but so is your capacity to meet them with presence and care. As you move through these moments, you find yourself invited into a more generous, creative way of being, one that doesn't demand perfection, but welcomes growth as a natural result of truth and tenderness. You may not have all the answers, but you are learning to trust your own timing and to honor what you feel. There is reassurance here. You do not have to resolve everything right away. It is enough to move gently, to notice what's alive in you and to let each moment be what it is. Over time, the tension softens. In its place, you discover a quiet confidence, the sense that you can be true to yourself and that this truth can be the ground for real connection. The week may not offer dramatic changes, but in the subtle shifts of heart and mind, you find a deeper sense of belonging, both with others and within your own skin. Actionable insights for Pisces this week. Let yourself notice how your body feels when you share a truth, even a small one. Try listening to someone you care about without offering advice, just for a moment. Take a few minutes to enjoy something simple, like music or your favorite tea, and see what feelings arise. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I recognize the quiet strength in my feelings. Each choice I make can be gentle with me. My presence is enough in every moment. By the end of this week, I trust my heart. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.